All right, this is a basic BMX bike buyer's guide. First thing you want to look at is make sure that you get a little tiny sprocket on the front, heavy-duty cranks, sealed bottom bracket. Like if it looks like this, if it's a one-piece crank, I would just not buy the bike. If you already have the bike, I'll put a link to this description showing you how to change it out to a sealed bottom bracket. But you want the heavy-duty chain, small sprockets in front and back. A good solid wheel. The better wheels are louder than the cheaper wheels, so if you spin it and it makes a lot of noise, you know it's a good one. And on the front, just make sure it's got super heavy duty dropouts on the fork. And the top tube length varies depending on how tall you are. I'll put a link to a chart, a sizing chart. You can see this one has a brake cable that's super long so you can do bar spins on it. Another solution for that is something called a gyro, which allows you to spin the bars endlessly, and it keeps your cable from getting tangled. And then what all the super cool guys do, though it's not safe, is they run with no brakes at all. And you see a lot of that in skate parks and stuff. If you're riding on the street with no brakes, of course, you've got to figure out how to jam your foot into the front wheel to stop it in between the tire and the forks. Kids get pretty good at that once they've done it for a while, but I don't know, I don't let my kid ride with brakeless. And then if we look at the other side of the bike, this is what a sealed bottom bracket looks like, a sealed bearing bottom bracket. So if you look down where the pedals connect, you can see it's a fairly narrow tube, and there's a sealed bearing that's been pounded in there. And if it's a big fat bottom bracket and it's got ball bearings in it, then it requires a lot more maintenance and isn't as strong. You see on the gooseneck here, it's made of super strong stuff. It's got 4 bolts holding it on the front and 2 bolts on the side, and you just don't want to get the standard Target Barbie bicycle gooseneck on there. You want to make sure it's something strong, because if that breaks, you're going over the handlebars. We've got a hub guard here, so for when he's grinding on the grind box, it keeps the grind box metal edge from tearing up the spokes and ruining his back wheel. That you have to put on separately. Usually bikes don't come with that. You also want to make sure you look at what type of tubing it is and get the best possible tubing. You can see he's got a pivotal seat on there. The seat is connected to the bike with 1 bolt going down the middle, and it's soft so it doesn't beat up your knees when you're doing stunts. Make sure that the frame is strongly welded and has extra plates in there to make it super strong. You can see those 2 holes if we want to install a gyro later. And look for super solid metal on the dropouts as well, so that your wheels will not fall off.